Hello everyone, you're welcome to another episode of Growing Your Business with Linda. As usual, I remain your host. I try to give you tips on how you can grow your business and make more money and cut costs. So this week, let's quickly dive in. We're going to be talking about how you can actually avoid spending so much money, So sometimes you start business and you do not have enough money to put everything in place in terms of the product or service. A very good way to start is by asking customers to give you money upfront. So this means that you constantly have revenue and money in your account to be able to run around for things. Now, this will not happen all the time, and this will also differ from product to product and service. So I was talking to a friend the other day who wanted to start a small business, and I said, what you need to do is create a list of probably 25-30 people who are your friends who are going to buy this product. Once you've created this list, speak to them and tell them, I'm starting off this business and I would like you to be a part of it. Please, this is what I'm going to be supplying to you and when. So let's say every Friday. Now, if I'm supplying this thing to you, I will need you to just pay me, if not all the money, but at least 50% upfront, which will help me to start a business. What you have done is that you've acquired money from about 50 people. You've put that funds together. You use that as an initial capital. Go get this product, put it together, and you supply. Once you supply again, you get a balance. So some people would even give you 100% upfront, which is fantastic for you as a small business. It is important that you try to reduce the level of debt that you have when you start a business. So you do not want to start calling people and asking them to pay for product that they have already used or service that you have already rendered. You will save your business loads of stress if you work with a model whereby people pay you upfront. That's a very good strategy to survive as a small business. It's not always easy, but then if you've been able to build the trust with your customers and your friends, it becomes seamless, and easy for people to give you money upfront because they trust that you're going to deliver what it's going to say. This has helped loads of businesses to survive because they do not have the already existing initial loads of capital in the bank, so it's easy. Now, one other thing you can also look at is to avoid a process or a system where you need to get a large number of people before you can start a business. So for instance, you hear some people say, I need to have 5,000 people before I can start my business, which means somehow they function with subscription base or volume or number. That is a very difficult way to start your business. You need to start your business in such a way that you can kickstart and move on with just 5-10 customers, which means people trust you, they know what you're selling, they know you can deliver, and they can give you money upfront. You don't want to depend on having to gather a large pool of people before you set out, then bring the product or service, then deliver. That's going to take you a long process as a small business who doesn't have loads of capital and funds already to play with and wants to make revenue. Now, the whole goal of us cutting costs and saving money is so that you can grow and scale up quickly and then move faster beyond the startup stage to the next level. You don't want to remain a small business forever, so it's very important that you put some key things in place. Try to make sure that people give you money upfront. That's a very good way to manage a small business where people pay you ahead of time. You use the money to run the business, get things going, and then make sure you do not lose the trust of these customers. It's really very important that you keep the trust of these customers and they can always rely on you and refer you. Referral is another key way to survive in business. And then please avoid the whole system of trying to get a very high number of people before you can start. You do not want to wait when you have 10,000 or 5,000 customers. Start with 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Until I come your way again on another episode of Growing Your Business, I remain your host, Linda. Thank you.